he was wearing his wedding ring and she wasn't.
Life before COVID was like
Netflix.
the modern era.
I was like, I'm seeing all these like 2016 photos now, and I'm like not having a good gauge of time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rich in Theory. I am Paige.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Morgan. Welcome back to another week. We don't know if the stories this week will top last week, but we're still excited to yap with you guys.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah, we're
stories were
always
insane last week, and I feel like they're still developing.
Yeah, I feel like people are getting more and more layers on top of, like, apparently Amanda and Kyle did a interview, like the first interview for Summer House.
Yep.
Yeah, like a little promo together.
It comes out, I think, February 2nd, I want to say.
Yeah, it's next week. I think it's next Monday is when the season drops.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. But it was funny in that interview, he was wearing his wedding ring and she wasn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And people
my
were
God.
like, why is he wearing his wedding ring? Yeah, but she wasn't.
That's so weird.
I know. Isn't
Wait.
that weird?
Yes, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Wait, and then also, how do you guys both feel about, because Amanda mentioned it, like, what's your take on dog custody?
Oh my God. I think it's so stupid. I really do. Like, if anything ever happened, well, I guess with me and my husband, it's
Puppy's
different.
yours.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're also married.
she's mine.
like-
Okay, I'm sorry, but she's mine. So I raised her from birth.
they were married too.
She's mine.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
We,
They were
Good point,
fully
Mark.
married.
yeah. But I don't know. I just think of how stupid it is with like Katie and Tom and when they were filming Vanderpump and it's like they're
Yes.
dropping the dogs off for the weekend and like it's yeah.
This might be like a controversial thing to say, but I think if you have two dogs, like split them. Like, and
That's so
that's going to
sad.
be like a really hot take because I think some people are like, you can't split the dogs up, like you're insane. But a part of me just feels like no dog wants to be like catered back and forth. Like, I don't know. They don't even understand what's happening.
Oh my God, I know.
And I feel like after a while, like dogs adjust and they just kind of get like, used to their new normal. Like that's
yeah.
what happens when like a dog, like if you have two dogs and one of the dogs like passes away, right? And the other one's just like by themselves. And it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like because it's like at the end of the day, what are you going to do that for like the next 16 years? It's like, no, you want to move on with your life.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
And it's
maybe if
not
you need like a dog sitter, right? You're traveling and need somebody to watch it. I don't know. Maybe that's how the significant other's going to get it. But I just think it's so like stupid. What are you going to have alimony or like childcare for the dogs and you're going to pay each other each month? Like it's like, come on.
No, that would be insane.
It's
That's
a-
more insane than just like sharing the dogs.
It is, but it's just like you're talking
It's like
about
Venmo
custody.
me for dog food. Like I thought this was your child too.
No, it's
Like, you know.
ridiculous. No, you know what it's making
Insurance,
me think?
right?
Guys,
Pet insurance.
guys, you know what it's making me think? Like,
What?
just like, we're not bringing up traumatic exes, but like, I actually don't like the idea of like, I don't think I could date somebody anymore again who has like a dog with an ex. Because no, you're not texting the ex to share dog food, to your point, or to like,
Yeah.
oh, let me go walk the dog. No. Actually, yeah, I'm making a hard line because I made that mistake in the past.
Yeah, that's like even more awkward. It's just like,
My God, it's so much worse.
yeah.
Like
Like a kid is
100%.
different.
in any situation, the dog is mine. You're irresponsible and a piece of shit. The dog is mine. That's
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean, arguably there should be like a case made that like Amanda can sustain a more like stable environment for those animals. Well, it's
Yes.
like Kyle's gonna be like DJing and out partying, but yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't know. Something just seems like stupid about it. But I guess people who like if they don't have kids, like your dog's like your kid. So
No, it's true. Like,
Yeah.
Poppy is like my child, 100%.
yeah, no,
But she's mine.
100%.
I'm her mom. So
Moms always win. Dads always.
I'm the
lose.
mom. So just,
Oh my god.
I know what to do. I know everything. We still love you, dads, but I got
Yeah.
her. She's mine.
No, that's fair. Okay. No,
Yeah.
I totally agree. I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody's got to pick that she has the dog and then we move on. That's it.
Oh my God,
That's it. It's
yeah.
not a kid. It's not a kid.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Curious
Don't come
about
for
the
us.
I know, don't come for us. I am very curious though about the And I think it hasn't, I think it's been discussed. I don't think it's been actually addressed. Well, Kyle did some weird chat on the street. Did you guys see that on TikTok? Where he was like talking. I think the guy's name was Adam Glick. Shout out Adam Glick. This is your content.
I did see this.
Yes, and that he was. I actually
didn't.
I'm not going to quote anything because I don't really remember it. Paige, if you remember it, you can kind of give a summary. But they were on the street and Kyle was talking about the separation, but they were talking about the financial implications for the divorce. And, you know, Kyle's talked about sort of the massive debt that he's taken on being the owner in Loverboy, and they didn't sign a prenup. Amanda did a podcast a couple years ago how about that was a big mistake, how she didn't sign one. So yeah, that was very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see that video, but I did see, like, I heard about it in the sense of, like, everyone was saying the context of that was really weird because he was apparently, like, walking down the street, like, while he was being interviewed, which I think is, like, this content creator's, like, thing. But it's just, like, a very intense topic to be interviewed on for your first time speaking about it, and you're, like, walking on the street, like, just very weird.
100%.
Yeah, no, I think it's totally weird. Yeah, but he basically, what he said was like, well, I have a small business loan, but like, yes, that's like very normal. And that also like isn't consistent with what Kyle said on the show. Like at one point, I think he said he was like, I owe $4 million or something. And I mean, Loverboy is a private company. So like that information is not, I guess, free for anybody to look up. But like, I do think there is some value in Loverboy. Like, I don't know. I feel like despite Kyle's craziness and stuff, like they sell it at Whole Foods. I feel like I see it around.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, for sure. I think that's why Amanda doesn't want to walk away without anything of it, because she's been, a creative director for it for, I don't know, the length of their marriage, maybe 5 years.
I mean, she started it with Kyle for sure. She definitely has shares, I would assume. Like, I wonder if it's like an LLC or like a C Corp. But she definitely has shares, but I wonder. I'm curious because I do think the reason that Kyle took out the small business loan is because of a control thing. Like, I think he wanted to have control and he didn't want to give control to anybody else. And so that's why I don't think there's a lot of other like outside investment in Loverboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's definitely true.
Oh, it's interesting.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
No, we will see. But did you guys hear, kind of segueing or continuing our chats from last week, that the Brits sent Victoria Beckham's song up to number 3 on iTunes because they're all team Victoria?
Number 1. Is it number 1 in the UK?
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
No, people are coming out like Team
People
Beckham,
are
which was kind of like it's kind of where I feel like we all stood last week. And I feel like that, you know, people agreed with us, but even so, did you see that they all just stepped out like together?
Yes.
Like Victoria was honored for something.
Yes.
And they were with them. The girlfriends were there, like united front, pics posted. Like I was even doing like a little bit of lengthy stalking, and I looked at Cruz's girlfriend, actually. I think her name's Jackie. She posted like on her Instagram story and like wrote like a whole thing for Victoria. Like, you're an inspiration. We all love you so much. Like, you're the best. No, like going ham.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
just kind of like, it really feels like the majority is just not on Brooklyn and Nicola's side at all.
Right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. And that's not, I don't know, it's not really surprising. Like, I just think Victoria and David have been famous for so long that like, if there was really anything egregious about them, or like, even like Victoria, like in her documentary, she kind of talks about like the evolution of her brand and how like when she went through financial hardship and like all of these things, it's interesting because if anything really bad happened, like if there was like really a bad fallout, if she was like a bad boss or something, it would have come out. So I feel like that's kind of why everybody's
That
like,
too.
Brooklyn's just complaining.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. And I think even more so to see when like your siblings are so publicly like in support of your parents, like nobody is like, it's different. And I think it's hard to say that like I think Paige, I think you mentioned this last week, but like it's completely understandable to acknowledge that like every sibling has a very different experience with their parents, right? So Brooklyn has a very different experience in like Romeo, Cruz, and Becca and Harper easily could have had, right? So it's not like he like is invalid in having different feelings, right? Because he was the oldest, right? Like that's harder, that's a different experience, maybe he saw more, like etc. But I think that like, so if he came out with a tell-all in an interview basically being honest about that, right? Maybe like, listen, I love my siblings, but I have a very different like interpretation and experience of my parents than them, I think it would have might been received a bit better. But I think the fact that it's come out of like, my parents have always been these awful people who are fame hungry and care about nothing else. I think that was really extreme for people to like try and relate to.
Yes. 100%. Instagram stories was not the venue to like rant.
Oh my
all
God,
of your,
no.
Like call like, I don't even know, call Pierce Morgan or something. Like, like I was gonna say Oprah, but I was like, the OWN network is not broadcasting this. But I was trying to think like
they will not.
Or go on a podcast or something. Like podcasts
know.
are huge. Like I don't know, speak to it instead of making this grandiose statement like we've all been waiting for it when no one has.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Totally. Well, and also, this is like not topic worthy. It's kind of funny. We just like we just have got into the topics this time. But I saw that like Nicola apparently gets like $1 million a month as an allowance from her dad.
Okay, I don't think that that's true. I saw that the Sun posted that.
Insane.
And I actually read the article
Literally.
because I was like on page 6 today, and it was like, this was immediately debunked by like an inside source. It was like, and I was like, okay. I saw that though, Paige. I was gonna make it a story, but I was like, we don't report on fake news, so I'm actually not gonna make it a story.
So we're not
It
talking
is
about
not a
it
story.
just yet.
I was like, that's also insane. Like, come on.
Can you imagine? God,
There's
if
like
I
7 or
had
8
any
of them, too.
semblance of sympathy for her, it went to fucking 0 after that.
It's just insane. It's just like, but it is kind of funny because the more you think about it and the more that comes out, like Brooklyn just looks kind of worse and worse because like, it's like, what is he doing? How does he make money? Like it's kind of
doesn't.
funny.
And he's making his wife look worse, honestly. Like all this
Yeah.
sympathy that you need is making the public feel more that it's Nicola who has like ripped you away from your family.
Totally.
Like the whole Anwar of it all, the Yolanda. Like I've
Yes.
seen so many more stories about that. Like people are really running with it. So I don't know. I wonder how he feels in this moment.
We wish them the best. We hope
Yeah,
they pull
Wish them
through.
the best. 100%.
Their peace and their privacy.
Yes.
Hoping you get
Yeah,
that.
that's what they wanted.
We'll see if
There
you
you
get
go.
put another public Instagram story out, which is a media platform and a media app. So we're curious about that.
And hopefully they're done with that.
I know. Do you know
All right,
what's
let's
one
move on
thing
to the next stories.
I was going to say, the one thing I'm really excited for,
Huh?
and I know you guys will be too. They are finally coming out, and we knew this was coming. An America's Next Top Model documentary.
Really?
Yes.
Have you seen the clips?
I
And
wonder.
everyone we love is in it. Tyra's in it.
I was going
the
to
guy
say,
with
you
the-
can't have that documentary without Tyra.
Can't do it without Tyra. And then the guy with the he had like a silver hair.
Yes,
He was
exactly.
great.
I'm
Yeah,
forgetting his
I'm
name.
forgetting everyone's name. And
Yeah.
then
The black guy too.
the
I
black
forget his name.
guy. Yep. And then the photographer. What was his name? Neil.
Like I can see the panel and I can see her right now removing the photos, but I cannot tell you whose name was who.
I don't know anyone's name, but they're coming out, and it's really cool because each of them are interviewed, and it seems like in the clips that have been shown in the trailer that there's some accountability taken. There's like, we went way too far, and this was like, there's hinting at that. So there are past winners that are also interviewed in it.
Gosh.
So
Interesting.
yeah, I'm really excited.
That's actually
s-
that's great.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for that too. That'll be interesting. It's just like they don't make TV like that anymore, and that was crazy.
I know.
But it was so good. Like, and it's like, okay, obviously they're gonna come out and they're definitely gonna be like, we took it too far. Like they did things. They were doing blackface, right? Like they were doing.
Oh my god,
shit
they
that,
literally
like,
were gonna
nobody
change
was
your
doing.
race. They do that
Yeah,
in the preview.
that was
They
insane.
really show that in the preview. And you're like,
Crazy. They would cut girls' hair like bald and then vote them off the next week. Like it was like out there was a war zone out there. So 100%. I wonder. Okay, so that shows definitely, but like I have felt this way when I watched The Biggest Loser, like the documentary that came out, and I feel like we're just in that era now of like all of these like documentaries coming out about these shows that were like iconic in the early 2000s, and then now they're problematic because like That's just the way of the world.
Yeah.
But like The Biggest Loser, like I didn't feel like it was that problematic. Like I get it was a show about like, I'm gonna get like ripped apart for this. People are gonna be like, it's so fucking fat phobic. Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, I get that. Like I totally get that. But it was all for the greater good. Like it was all for getting these people healthy. And like maybe the treatment definitely was for like TV and things like that. And like I don't support like where they would, okay, that was fucked up. They had a challenge that was like, I'm gonna put donuts and pizzas and French fries and burgers in front of you, and like
that
if
was
you eat
insane.
anything, like you can see your family. And it's like, all right, like, that's a bit far.
So bad.
insane.
That was really bad. Yeah, that's where the producers were. I don't know. I think that was like last resort. Maybe they ran out of ideas.
I mean, I think there's like little because I mean, Morgan and I used to watch The Biggest Loser together. Like it was,
Yes.
it was every week we were tuning in, and we were just
With our dominoes and Cinesticks, like
dominoes
sat.
and Cinesticks. It was
Sat.
it was just like we were rooting for them every week.
Sat to be like,
lose the weight.
She only lost 10 pounds. I'm like,
what?
gulping down pizza.
Can't
I'm
believe
like,
that.
Fuck, do I know?
I know exactly. You're just clueless as a viewer, and you have no idea what's going on. And it's so funny with that. And I feel like it's the same thing with America's Next Top Model. Is like we were like, oh, why didn't she do better? Like, why didn't she push herself? And like, why didn't she do this? And it's the same vibe. We were just completely like unaware of the behind the scene and the production of it all. I think back then you didn't realize the role that production plays in reality shows. And I don't think it was as relevant because, as we've said many times before with reality shows, people were putting it all out there. There was no like, I'm going to get a contract with
because social media
comfort
wasn't a thing.
sweatpants from TikTok. And if I show myself well, I'm going to get the sponsorship,
Yeah.
It was like everyone just putting it all out there and it didn't really matter. So they were just there for a good time.
Yeah, because you
exactly.
weren't going to remain relevant unless you kept up having a TV personality presence. There wasn't like influencing, right? Where you can remain relevant off of the screen, like doing whatever.
Yeah.
I wonder if that girl, remember from the meme, like, we were all rooting for you.
Oh my God, I know.
I wonder if she's in the documentary.
I'm sure they reached out to everyone. Like, who's
I'm
the
sure.
host? I guess Tyra was the host. I didn't know if there was like another
Tyra was the
person.
host.
Yeah, but Tyra was like it all. Like she was like the host. She was like also the like.
I think she was like the EP. Like she was.
Yeah, I feel like she was like
she
the
created
show.
the show, I think.
Yeah, right?
Did she?
I think she did. Yeah.
Maybe like
That's
co-created.
I wonder when it went
or
off
something.
air. What was that? Probably
It was
2000 and, like-
before COVID. I want to say like 2018.
No, it was way before that.
I was gonna say
Girl.
2018 feels like not that long ago.
I'm
Yeah,
telling. I know, but
exactly.
it's like actually.
I'm gonna
like
say 2012.
8 years ago.
Okay, wait.
gonna
Yeah,
say
somebody has to
25.
look this up.
I'm looking it up.
Or I'm gonna say 15 actually, because like now that all the 20.
I say 2018, 2015 age.
I'm going like 2012.
Definitely not.
Okay.
You are definitely wrong.
My God, that was harsh.
Okay.
Oh, Biggest Loser.
Biggest Loser that was probably like I would say 2012 Paige.
Yeah.
That
I feel
was
like I've
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my God. First season, guys, 2003.
Damn.
Yeah. Makes
Final
sense.
season 24, 2018.
Are you kidding me?
Girl, I mean,
Crazy.
it's at 24 seasons. I mean, it
I
was
like remember
legit.
that show when I was like 12. Like I don't remember.
Yeah.
That means I was in college and that was airing. Like that's insane to me.
Yeah. I stopped
Wow.
watching it like a while ago.
Yeah. I stopped watching it too. Like back when we were in high school. Like I probably stopped watching it in 2009. Like what? It was still
I
on.
know.
Was it still on like the CW?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
That's so funny.
Did we have streaming then?
Yes. This is right before
2018.
COVID. We had Netflix.
When did we have streaming?
When did it start? Netflix.
When did
But then
Netflix
remember it was like
start
Netflix with DVDs.
Yeah, I remember
Yes,
like the
but-
Netflix vending machines.
When
Okay,
did
life before COVID was like
Netflix.
the modern era.
I was like, I'm seeing all these like 2016 photos now, and I'm like not having a good gauge of time because I'm
That's
like
so
looking
true.
at them and I'm like, oh, like, I'm
God,
like,
guys,
what'd you say?
Yeah, Ted, what'd you say?
that's insane. Netflix started in 97.
Well, yes. I mean, I knew that because, yes, to your point, like it used to literally ship DVDs to people. So, like, it was like a
It used to
completely
be
different business
Outside
model.
like Blockbusters, right?
Streaming was launched in
No,
07.
it's just like a mailing service more.
No, but they used to have a vending machine, a Netflix vending machine.
Outside of a Blockbuster?
That wasn't Netflix. It was just
outside
a
of
red
like
box.
stores, outside of 7-Elevens, outside of like I literally
No more.
like,
That was
saw one.
Redbox. That's not Netflix.
Redbox.
No, I'm Googling it before Taylor tells me I'm wrong again. And then I realized 2 days later that I was correct and I didn't say anything.
It was right. It was 2018. I was right.
And you know she's elated to say that. Elated.
I guess that's so true. The 2016 like throwbacks that people are doing, it feels so long ago. And like but then I'm like, it's not that long. Like in 2016, I was 26.
I know.
I guess I
That's
was old.
insane. You were 26 in 2016.
Yeah, because or maybe I was 25. No, I was 26. Or no, I was 25.
24.
Yeah. Okay, so then I was 25. But like still like I was an adult and like it just but you're right. When people are posting those throwbacks, they seem so long ago.
I know. I'm like, it really wasn't that long ago. Sorry.
I know. That was 10
I
years
miss
ago. It's crazy
2016.
2016 was 10 years ago. I was a junior in high school.
You're a
Crazy
baby
times.
Child.
Yeah, I was like literally 17 years old. Insane. All right, I have some kind of random stories if we want to pivot a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes, I'm here for it.
This one I just read and I was just like I just feel like I want to talk about this family for a second. Hailey Bieber's sister, Aliyah Baldwin, faces 4 misdemeanor charges, including battery. As of last February, she was reported to have allegedly threw a tampon at a bartender and attacked 2 bouncers before being removed from the club, according to the police report.
I remember this.
Yes.
See, I don't remember this.
You don't
But
remember
I
this?
saw the headline today because she's being like, she has like a court date for like April or something. So I guess it's coming up. So they're like re-reporting on it. And I like didn't realize I didn't know this whole thing. So I really brought it to the table just because I was like the fact that one, it just sucks, right? Because the fact that Hailey Bieber, there's multiple things. Hailey Bieber is like so far removed from her immediate family, and she's open about it being that way, that she's not close with them. I think that she doesn't share the same political views as them. I think she's mentioned in interviews, like she's very much like removed, which I find like very interesting. I mean, her dad is Stephen Baldwin, who I don't think that was, he was as famous as Alec was, but I think he was still in some things, in some movies. And I think her mom was like a model.
Yeah, he was.
Yes, he was in Gossip Girl. Yeah. So true. But so I was just like having multiple thoughts about this. I was just kind of like, well, one thing I was like, it just sucks to like be someone, of course she's married to Justin Bieber. So it's just like, if anything happens with her family, like her name is immediately tied to it and like going to be mentioned first. But then I was also like, what was this moment? Like threw a tampon at somebody? Like I need to know if it was like she pulled it out and she chucked it, or like, because I'm also like, a new tampon like wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yes, no.
Yeah, no.
I think it was a used tampon more. I remember when the story came out.
That's insane.
And I think she like literally like took it out and threw it, which is like literally insane.
How insane is that?
Like what possesses you to do something like that?
She's being charged with battery too. Like it's like
for beating somebody with a used tampon.
It's a used.
And then like
it was
that's
used.
Disgusting.
So disgusting.
How do you like amidst a fight just like rip that shit out? Like
hold on one second.
Like this is how I'm gonna get him.
You're in a bar. Like you could grab a drink, you could grab a bottle, you could grab glasses. Like your tampon that's inside of you is wild.
That is some psychotic shit. Like that is, I don't know. You got to be unwell to be thinking that way.
And I always thought that like she was normal. Like I thought that like Hailey had mentioned like her sister from time to time and stuff like that. And like I knew like she wasn't that close with her parents. But then when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, like your whole family's like low key, like kind of bad shit.
You know what's kind of funny more? Now that you mention this, like kind of like everybody around Hailey, I guess like maybe outside of her friends. Because like I wouldn't say Justin's like this stand-up guy. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
like I mean, when he pees in a bucket,
you disagree. You disagree? Okay.
Where it's like he's perfect.
Well, I grew up in like Justin. Like Justin was my like ensign.
Justin touched you.
Probably.
You touched your hand, right?
Yes, I went. He was my first concert. Never Say Never tour, Madison Square Garden. Like, decked the fuck out in purple. Like, don't even get me started.
Yeah,
amazing. But I think, well, maybe tell me if you're talking about this, because I took it as like his family's not normal. And I was going to say, like, having recently watched his Never Say Never documentary as of 2 weeks again, because I was just like, I love this man. I rewatched it, and like his family is like super cute and like really normal. And like his dad, maybe like, I don't know, not so much, but his mom seems really nice. So I feel like he's just like a product of childhood fame and like not knowing how to do that. And so then he becomes this like high anxiety kind of like manic person as an adult. Because it still like should be studied what that does to you as a kid. Like,
For sure.
somebody needs to study Hillary Duff, because that girl has it figured out.
No, literally.
Yeah. No, she's fine. She's creating like little mom drama. Like, she's good.
Her and like Selena, like relatively
right,
unharmed
normal
in the child star evolution of it all.
Well, I feel like Selena actually is kind of like has like PTSD from the child stardom. Like, have you ever watched her doc on Apple Music or on Apple TV?
I actually didn't.
I don't think so.
Oh, guys. Okay, you should watch.
What's it called? Maybe I have.
It's pretty old. I forget what it's called. It's called Selena something.
Okay.
And it's like a
Honestly, probably
documentary
have.
about because it goes into, but you know who's not in the documentary? What's her name? Who gave her the kidney?
Oh
Well, of
god.
course she's not. They haven't been friends in like fucking years.
Yeah, exactly. So she's not in. But the whole doc, it goes through like there's like images of her like on her tour.
Living
Like
undocumented?
No, I don't think that's
Oh,
it.
no.
Doesn't really sound
Nope,
like
that's not
it. No, I
No,
always,
no,
of
no,
course my
no.
mind is like Lose You to Love Me, but that's not what it's called.
It's
Banger,
during
by the way.
It's during the making of that whole like
Mind
album.
in Me.
Yes, that's
it's
it.
that. It's really good.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
And I remember walking away from it like, you're insufferably annoying. Like, I remember walking away from it like, you treat your friends so bad. Like, I remember her like yelling at people, and I was just like, girl, like, she was like, I felt like I walked away from that documentary and I felt like she was mean.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have to watch this in my spare time?
You should. I mean, I thought it was a good
Yeah.
documentary more. Like Selena, I guess I kind of liked it because I would agree with you. She was mean, but like she was refreshingly herself. Like it didn't seem like she was trying to put on some type of persona for this
Yeah.
documentary. Like Selena's kind of a bitch and she's okay with that. And like, I don't know, I kind of respect it.
Yeah. I think that you can like respect, yeah, like some, but I don't know. I think it's hard to know like what's the difference between like, okay, like someone's a bitch and they're like, I'm a bitch, take it or leave it. And you're like, okay, like respect there. But also someone being like, I'm a bitch. And it's like, you have all of this privilege and all of this money and you have all these people that work around you who like,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like, can you just like be a genuine human for like a second?
Yeah,
Like
just
we
be
all
normal.
know that like you go through struggles and like, so you feel like you can be a certain way, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I just remember walking away from it and I was just like, I think there was like one moment of her in the hotel room. Then I think she had a moment with an interviewer where she walked out and she was like, I'm never doing that again. Like that was awful. And it was like, because the interview asked her, like, I don't even remember exactly what. Yeah,
the
go ahead.
interviewer didn't ask her like any questions like about her music. Like they clearly didn't care. Yes, I remember.
And she was like, that was so dumb. Like that was so stupid.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. And I was just kind of like, girl, I don't know. But I'm also never been like the biggest Selena, you know, like in the world. Like,
And me neither. I feel like we talked about this on a pod.
but she's got a cult,
About, like-
guys. We're really coming after like the cult followings today. Like the dogs, Selena's, like we're done. We're done. We're
We're
done.
getting canceled.
Like, hang me
They
up.
will be in the
Hang me
comments.
up.
Ripping
They
us to
will be in the
shreds.
comments and they will be upset.
That's true. Her fandom is wild.
Is wild.
Haley's
I
still,
feel like
and we
that's
talked
such
about
a
Haley
topic.
before this. Like
I know.
we're feeding them.
I feel like that's such a topic I'd love to dive into on the pod, not for this pod, but another one, to just like the like these fan groups, these obsessive like stalker type people
Yeah,
who
like
like
fandoms.
who have these like parasocial relationships with celebrities, and like it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's
or like
crazy.
people who fight with strangers on like in the comments. It's insane. It's fascinating to a degree.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it really is.
That's
I
like
knew-
a level
I
of
knew one
fame,
person
though,
like
I never
that.
want to be.
And you guys like will probably suspect who it is. And I remember I'd be like on Instagram, like scrolling, doing whatever. And then, if you like a post or you see a post, if you follow somebody, like most likely you will see their comment underneath that post because you follow each other. And so I remember just going through like a couple of different posts, and this person that I knew, literally like her name coming up, fighting with strangers in the comments.
I feel like
And I was like,
what do you guys think about commenting?
Exactly.
on-
It's like, yeah,
I actually
It's
don't,
so-
so I feel like really suited, and I'm gonna like move on because I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
I'm like, if you know people like that, it's which I don't have, just like kind of crazy.
What do you guys think about like normal people commenting, like in celebrities' comment sections?
Well, just like commenting.
Like not like I'm saying, like when you see your friend, like in the situation of Taylor or somebody that you follow, like a mutual, like commenting on like Selena Gomez post being like, love you, beautiful heart.
I mean, I think, to each his own. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess I hadn't really thought about it. And I don't think any of my friends do that. Not
I
judging.
know people who do it.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
interesting.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like some people are like, I would never, and some people are like, oh yeah, I do. So I was just kind of like curious
Yeah.
where you guys stand.
I comment on people's photos if they're giving away something. They're doing a giveaway.
Give me the free
mean.
stuff.
Like, you
They're
have to
giving
tag
away
your
what?
friends. Like, get like a giveaway. Like if they're giving away makeup. And they're like, tag your friends. Like that's when I comment on people's posts. But
I know I get tagged in those all the time, and I'm like,
yeah,
what
because I'm like, I
spam
need to
is-
win. I know you
No,
won't care.
those
if I
are
tag you.
fine. Yeah, no, I won't care. No, those are fine. Yeah.
I that's a great question. I don't like look upon it negatively, especially if it's a positive comment. I think if it's negative, which I've seen negative too, I think that's so bizarre. But the positive, I
Yeah,
like,
that's really weird.
right?
Yeah,
It
like
couldn't be
give
me,
off positive vibes.
but
yeah,
I support
exactly.
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
Okay.
I would agree.
Okay,
But yeah,
love
when you're
that.
fighting in the comments, that's crazy.
It's like something's wrong with you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something we all hate a keyboard warrior. Like,
I'm
could never
sorry.
step out
Exactly.
into the real world and like say any of the things.
Like, just imagine like the stress of your life, like the stress we all have day to day, job, life, rent,
Mhm.
everything. And then you're like, I'm going to go find a stranger and I'm going to like yell at them about something. Like nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Like, and yeah, you're giving your energy to that. It's just insane to me.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I have another topic. It's kind of like a short one, but if we're ready to move on.
Yeah. No, let's do it.
Okay, so has anybody seen Kim on Chloe's podcast?
I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yes.
I watched it. I'm almost finished
So-
with part 2.
So Tay, I've just been watching the clips, like in all honesty, but she spilled on the real reason that photo was taken down
I saw
Yes.
of Meghan and Harry, like on her slide or whatever.
Yeah.
And I thought that the way, because I just saw the clip, I have not seen the whole episode. I thought the way she answered was like, honestly, so Kardashian, like getting her point across with the appropriate amount of shade. Like,
Yes.
she basically, what she said more, I don't know, have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw the like Remembrance Day, like that of
Yes.
it all. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And then she was like, yeah, so they took it down because they weren't seen. Like, I think literally what Kim said was like, oh, because they didn't want to be seen partying on Remembrance Day for the UK, which is what it was. Despite the fact that they went to Baby before Chris's birthday party. And then they wanted
But I
to
guess
take
that
it
was a
down.
charity event.
Yes, that was a charity event. But like,
Yeah.
what charity events are parties. If anybody hasn't been to a charity event, it's just a party where the money is going to a good cause. Like,
No, for sure. But I think like for the optics of it all, it's like, oh, but it's for charity. So it's,
yes,
More justifiable, yeah, in the public's eyes.
yes. Then going, and then, but then when it got taken down, like Kim was like, yeah, I feel like maybe they realized it was a mistake because it literally caused more of a stir afterwards. Like it was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, she was like, they asked her to remove it because they remembered that it was Remembrance Day and didn't want to be insensitive. And then once they had removed it, like saw the backlash essentially from removing it, and the people had like noticed that they did that. And so she said that, yeah, that they like admitted to it being like a bad idea. I don't know. Once again, like I can't with this rabbit hole sometimes, but I'm just like the Meghan of it all. Like, who the fuck is your publicist? Like, who is making these decisions? Who is advising
My God,
you?
I
Like,
know.
who is in your cabinet? Like, somebody help her. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like she's been drowning for like, even with her show with
God,
Love
I know.
Meghan, done, did not get renewed by Netflix. So it's just
Yep.
like add it to the list
she have
of
a
things.
podcast?
Archetypes. Yep, archetypes. No
Yeah.
more. That was a
Yeah.
Spotify thing. Like,
I think she has a new podcast called Female Founders, but I don't know. Is that still a thing?
I don't think that's a thing anymore. Like, now the best thing they ever did was that documentary, I think, about them after they left. I think that they got, and probably like the Oprah Winfrey interview. Like, I think that probably got like a ton of hits, and I'm sure they got, I wonder if they got paid to do it actually.
Because I feel like more that's, I'm not sure, maybe more, but I feel like that speaks to kind of like their problem. Is the most interesting thing about them is the fact that they left the royal family, and now they're trying to do things that are interesting or cool outside of that world. And yeah, they just both keep on missing. Like, it's interesting. Like, it's just like, and
they
then
just could have gone to that party and got photographed, and no one would have thought twice. They were also photographed by people outside of the party.
So true.
exactly.
Like walking in, and I'm sure those were like paparazzi photos that like Kim or somebody didn't have control over. At least it seemed that way.
Yeah, like it was already public knowledge that they went to the birthday party. So it's like the fact that Kim posted a photo, if anything, she should have been flattered, honestly. Like, it's Kim.
Who do you think's the bigger star, Meghan or Kim?
Oh, Kim.
Yeah, I feel like definitely.
Without
Kim
a doubt.
Kardashian.
I always think this is such an interesting question because I'm like, Meghan Markle did marry like Prince Harry of like the most known royal family. Like, I mean, I guess it is Kim Kardashian, but I don't know. A part of me is like, I guess shouldn't she be? But maybe not.
Nah. It's different. I feel like Kim's a media personality and like a reality star, which has spanned like decades at this point. And so like in pop culture, Kim is super popular. And I think that Meghan was not as popular as Kim when she was in that space. She was like an actor on a good show.
No, certainly not.
But like,
No.
yeah. So, and then yes, she married Harry, but then like he's famous for reasons that are not within pop culture. They're within like, history.
But wouldn't you say that like everyone knows who Prince Harry is and maybe not everyone knows who Kim Kardashian is?
I don't know, actually, more. I actually think that, because Tay, I think that Kim's fandom and Kim's like fame has surpassed pop culture. Like, I think Kim Kardashian is.
Yeah, no, she doesn't live within that space only.
Yeah, like I feel like she's, whether you like her or not, she's like basically a household name, arguably worldwide.
Yeah.
Like, and so to your point more, I understand what you're saying. Like the royal family, like Queen Elizabeth is a like household name worldwide. And I guess you'd say King Charles too. Like it's kind of an interesting question to your point, like on a worldwide scale.
Yeah.
Like would Meghan just be more famous because she married Prince Harry and like Princess Diana is Prince Harry's mother, and so then like ipso facto more people would know Meghan? I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I definitely agree with you. Like even in the pop culture thing that you're saying, Tay, like yes, Kim is more known in that space, but then when I think of like, you think about the royal family, it's like, their line, like from like like their entire family, there's shows created about them. And when you also think of globally, right, you think of like a lot of the charity work that they did when they were serving in the royal family, also a lot of those British territories and those countries that they traveled to that also did like honor Queen Elizabeth as like their queen.
Yeah.
And I almost think about like there's no way those people in like those third world countries would know who Kim Kardashian is. Like maybe if they have the access to the technology, and it's like every single person in the United States like knows who Meghan Markle is now because we all have access to that, right? But it's like also those people in the small corners of the world probably would know her too, just based upon like their government.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
if they're part of the Commonwealth or
Exactly.
Well, guys, sound off in the comments. Who do we think is more famous?
We could honestly, I could talk about that all day long. Just like the concept of like who has more influence, right? Who should have more influence? you know, because I would say Kim,
Yeah.
Kim definitely has more influence. I think there's no question about that.
Yes.
100%. I think the fact that all of these new business ventures that they're doing are just not really spanning out outside of the stuff like Spare was probably a successful book. Like, I don't know, I'm assuming it was, but it was successful because of the royal family. Their Netflix documentary was successful because of the royal family. Like, having influence just on their own. Like, yeah, no, Kim Kardashian, like, what you could say whatever you want about her. Like, she has influence on her own regardless.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the recap.
Yeah.
Some TV recaps. I think we should. Let's kick it off with Traitors. How are we
So
feeling
good.
about last week's episode?
Okay,
That's
I'll
how we're
start.
feeling.
That's how we're feeling.
So we really don't like Colton.
Hey,
No,
we
Don't
also
like
burdened
Colton.
them with this last week, though. Like, we went on a Colton rant.
Well,
Yes,
he's
we did.
continuing his antics this
So-
week.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, no,
is.
he's continuing his antics this week. I really don't like Colton. You know who I really love?
Spoiler alert,
And-
also, if you haven't watched it, like, we will be talking about who's going home. Like, catch
True.
up.
Yes.
True.
Yes, exactly. So I do not watch Love Island, and I feel like if we keep on recording,
should.
maybe this.
I'm like knee deep in All Stars right now. So good.
Oh my God, yeah, same.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe I'll watch it like this summer, like for the pod. But I don't really watch Love Island, so I like know Rob just because of like media and like pop culture. Like I
Yeah.
never watched him on TV. I have to say, so charming. Like he is when he was saying about Ron, and he was like, I just can't vote him. Like I like this guy. Like he's just so nice. Their little conversation in the car, and when they were playing chess, I was like,
Yeah.
they're so sweet. Like Rob is so sweet.
Paige, should we not forget that he smiled in Lisa's face and stabbed her with a knife in the fucking
Literally
back?
said,
Paige is like, he's
Right
so
at the round
sweet. I'm
table?
like, he betrayed his own traitor.
yeah.
He was sweet to Ron, so you're like, he's so cute. I'm like,
But to be honest with you,
What?
smart. If that
Smart
decision
move.
was very smart for him personally, because I think that he
Yeah.
also could see that Candace and Lisa could team up against him because they're both housewives. And so he's like, I need to, if I've publicly said that I like these people, I cannot vote against them and say I don't believe that they are traitors and then go just flip it like that. Like, it's going to be way too suspect.
yeah,
And-
he's a good traitor.
Yeah, no, he is. And then I was also thinking that the fact that he put Lisa's name and people are thinking Lisa might be a traitor, it's even moving, like making him safer because people are like, well, he voted for Lisa once. So like, he's not gonna, if like
Yeah.
they're both traitors,
he
he's
wouldn't-
not. A,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
100%. I haven't watched the show previous to this season, which I know you guys have, but I don't think a traitor has ever voted for another traitor this early in the game.
No, wasn't Bob the same time, Paige? Bob the drag queen and Boston Rob.
Yes, but
It was
Bob the drag queen wasn't a traitor and
Yeah, he
Rob
was.
was. Was he?
Yeah. Bob was a traitor. Oh, yeah.
Oh, was he a traitor? Damn, I forgot. Okay.
It was similar time because we're in episode 5, 6.
yeah, I think
We're
it's
about halfway.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it was a similar time frame. And granted, Paige has watched more than I have, but it was a similar time frame for, I feel like, for Bob and Rob last season.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Donna going home as early as she did was the first. And Paige, correct me if I'm wrong here, but she went home early and then obviously she was a secret traitor. But that was,
And this was the
like,
first
surprising.
season of Secret Traitors?
Yeah. First
Yeah,
season. Mhm.
Yeah, they haven't done it before.
Well, I'm excited for this week.
Well, the banquet
Like I
looks
said, spoiler alert.
crazy.
Ron went home last week.
Yes.
Right now, they're almost just like, but honestly, like when I think about this game, I'm just like the smartest person that's going to get through this game is like the quietest. Because
It's
like
so
if you're
true, that's-
loud, people are
yeah.
suspicious of you and they want to vote you out. Like, I feel like that's pretty much been the trend.
For sure. And you know what, actually, what's interesting is compared to last season.
Mhm.
So Dorinda was on last season and she was voted out, I think, like literally the first one. And she
She
came
would
in-
make it to breakfast.
she
No,
was-
yeah, she was the first one.
Like she never made his breakfast, but she came in hot. She came in with opinions, and like Mercedes, MJ, who did she end up winning or no? I think it was last season. Anyways, MJ's on one of the seasons, and she was like a quiet.
Not last season.
It must have been the season before.
Yeah.
Well, she was like actually, despite her being like a big personality on Bravo, she was like kind of quiet in the house. And you're right, like the quiet people kind of just like drum along.
Yeah.
And then the big personality, and Dorinda this season is like kind of mellow. Like she's completely different than her first episode last season.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
yeah,
it's so
definitely
funny
kind of seems that way.
Yeah, because Lisa has been quiet-ish. She's still her quirky self, but she's been quiet. And obviously now they're targeting her, but maybe that's, on purpose.
I don't want like Lisa to go home though, especially at the hands of Colton. Like I'm gonna be so
absolutely
annoyed
not.
if Colton is the one that gets the validation to send Lisa home, because like she is a traitor, so like low key like it's
I know,
kinda
so he's
smart.
like kind of right.
Yeah, but like I don't want him to be right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, I like Colton is so annoying. I was hearing some like prediction on the show, and somebody being like, "Oh, I could see like Colton." I forgot what podcast it was, but like Colton and Rob like going all the way, and then like in the end, like Rob betrays Colton because Rob's like the traitor.
Yeah. I think I saw that
I would
somewhere
love
too.
that.
I know.
I
Right?
literally love
cry. He'd be shocked.
He literally
Ultimate
would be,
betrayal.
like, cry on the spot.
He literally would cry.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, he's like so annoying. Sorry,
yeah,
we won't just keep calling him annoying. I just like don't know what else to say about the show at this point. I'm just kind of like, Colton needs to get out.
Yeah.
It's also so annoying because it's like the one a week, like I forget, and they're like an hour long, so there's like so much that happens in them. And
I
then,
know.
Like, a week goes by, and I'm like, okay, but like what happened?
Like, wait, what? Yeah, no, but I'm excited for this week's episode. I do think, to your point, the whatchamacallit's going to
Me
be good.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be the banquet's gonna be really good. I think it looks very interesting. So
Yeah. No, the show is really good. I'm happy I'm on the bandwagon now.
yeah, same.
Goes
I'm
missing
loving
out.
it. I hate that it's one a week too more. I don't think it used right, Paige.
What'd you
The
say?
first season released all at once, and then I think like the last two seasons were like one a week. But I watched them like I binged like the first two seasons together, which was like so much
Okay.
fun because every episode ends on like a cliffhanger, and so when you get to
Yeah.
binge it, it's fabulous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's
No,
like the
I'm
best
like-
part about it.
I'm hooked though, where I'm watching Thursdays at 9 p.m. like on Peacock.
Same.
Yeah.
Like I'm watching it when it
sad.
comes out because it's so good.
I know. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Well, next.
Yeah.
So
Where do we want to pivot?
I know, right? Where do we want to pivot? I was gonna say, Real Housewives of Potomac.
I know we haven't talked about Potomac in a minute.
I know, but like I'm caught up, guys. So it's like I'm thinking of drama that's like you haven't seen yet.
The Colorado drama?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
I mean-
almost there.
I don't want to
I have
spoil it for
opinions.
you.
Well, you could spoil
Okay,
it. It's
share
fine.
your opinions.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm basically caught up. Like the last episode that I watched is they're like at Kimosabe.
Yeah, but like so it's like I'm basically caught up. You're either caught up or you're not caught up. Like is that a universal like term? I'm like basically there. Like I'm like, okay, well, are you or are you not?
Okay.
No.
Well, here's the thing. I have opinions. So I think what's her name? Angel.
God, she's insufferable.
She's one,
So
she is
annoying.
insufferable. Two, I was laughing out loud, hysterical when Giselle is like literally screaming at her on the private jet, being like, "We're going to the Four Seasons. We didn't have water." I was dead. I thought it was hilarious. And it's like, if you like don't like your living situation and need it to be changed, call Giselle. She'll fix it.
It was just
She'll
one,
get you out of there.
and you know that Giselle was eating it up. She was eating it up. The fact that Angel was failing miserably at this trip. Like she does
Yeah.
not fuck with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly agree. Like I don't really love Angel either. I will say like the smallest part of me, even though you guys haven't seen what I've seen, but the smallest part of me like did feel a little bit bad for her in like the most recent episode, because in a way she did like drop her guard. Because she realized, like, I think she just, like, hit a moment where she was just like, I don't know what else to do. Like, everything on this trip is going wrong. Like, these women freaking hate me. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I kind of felt bad for her. I was just like, okay, guys, like, she's down. Like, we've kicked her. She's on the
She's going
ground.
through it.
Like, now we're just beating her while she's there. Like, it was really... And then Kiara was obviously, like, her close friend, and she was having her back about it. But I mean, yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think, who's listening, but I definitely felt like a little bit bad for Angel. I mean, Giselle's like my girl, my queen. I love her. I love Ashley. Like, those are really like my ride or dies on Potomac.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I did a little bit. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but like I did feel like a little bit bad for Angel. So I'm curious if you do too.
Yes. Yeah. No, I want to hear people. I do feel bad more like at the end of that like lunch that they had or whatever. Like, and she was like crying to, I think it was Ashley and I'm forgetting who else. But like, I do have to say, at that little lunch thing, her basically just like not acknowledging. Like, I think Wendy was right about the fact that like she just should have been like, I don't want, what is her name? Not Jackie. Jazzy. I don't want Jazzy at the house. And instead, she was trying to be all like, no, like, there's just not enough room. Like, she's being cagey about it. And it's, like, you don't need to be cagey. You didn't want her in the house. You guys clearly aren't that close. You're closer to the British lady. So that's why you wanted her in the house. Or you're like a clout chaser and you think like she's fancier. Like, it's just like she kind of has
clout
to.
chasing for Tia is confusing. Like, if you're chasing in that friend group, you're probably
No,
chasing
totally.
for Giselle the most. But
Yeah.
her and Giselle have beef. I feel like if not Giselle, maybe Ashley and Wendy at this point.
Yeah.
Or maybe Jazzy, because she's the one with like the NFL husband. Like, if
That
she wants
is
to
true.
be, you know, buddy with the whole wag of it all,
I know. It's true.
you know. But no, I agree, Lex. Like, I didn't feel bad for her. I'm just gonna tell you guys because it's Potomac.
Tell
it's
us.
not that deep.
Yeah, no, tell me.
Yeah.
But basically, I started to feel bad for her because the entire trip is going to shit, right? Giselle is screaming at her on the PJ. They didn't have water. They couldn't clean their butts. Like, it's a whole thing. They all check into the Four Seasons. Giselle books rooms, by the way, for them as well at the Four Seasons, like for Tia, for Kiara, and for Angel. They end up leaving at 1 a.m. in the morning and not staying in the rooms that Giselle booked. Like, left them empty, just like went home back to Angel's house.
Okay.
Giselle obviously finds out the next morning they didn't stay there. She's pissed. They're all on flights home that day. Like, Giselle's like, we're leaving. We're up out of here. Angel's like, I have a fly fishing trip, like a whole excursion, $10,000. She loves to name drop the cost, like up for us in the mountains. Like, we have to do it. We have to do it. Honestly, Bravo did it so well. They had a flight countdown to like the departure of their flight, like the entire time. Basically, they end up going like, there's no maps because there's no roads, like I guess in this part if they're going. So there's like, it's like drop a pin vibes, right? And go. They're driving there. It's taken 3+ hours to get there. Angel gets lost. She gets lost in the car, like, and she's like freaking out. She's crying, like. They're in the mountains. They're in the woods. Like, Kiara's like freaking out in the front seat. They're having to turn around. They went like an hour and 45 minutes in the wrong direction. The flight is leaving out of Denver in like 3 hours. Like, the women are like 2 hours away. Like, that's insane. And like at the end of it, and at one point they're FaceTiming, and because all of the girls, they stopped at a gas station for pizza who were in the other car. And they're like, we're going home. Like, we're turning around. We've been in the car for 2 hours. We're going to miss our flights. Like, we're leaving.
Yeah.
And Angel's like, we have a whole, like, there's a whole thing. And they're just like, we're not going. Like, don't care. And obviously she's paid like $10,000 for this whole thing. And they're all like, yeah, screw it. We're out. And then after that, she's like sobbing in the car. And it was just kind of like, I was like, it's all at her own doing. Like, it's just bad planning. You know what I mean? But, it, you know, it's like nobody, I just feel like she was also kind of set up for failure in a way. I'm like, you're making all the girls stay at a different house. Like, has the like producer told you how these things go? Because like,
I know.
Staying in houses an hour and a half away from each other, like, is not good morale for her.
Makes no sense. Literally no sense.
At all.
It was really bad planning.
Oh my God.
Her house in Colorado looked beautiful. But like,
it does.
You know, like, no question. Clearly they, you know, have, I don't know, NFL money and then poured it all into that house. Allegedly, they bought a $2 million house in Potomac.
In Potomac.
Really?
Allegedly.
Yeah, Tay,
She's
what
trying
were
to
your
stay
thoughts?
on the cast.
Yeah, well, exactly. Tay, what were your thoughts on the fact that like the lease was up and or like
Oh my God, and the eviction of it all?
Yeah, exactly.
It was
Eviction was a strong word.
Girl, she wasn't evicted. Like,
Yeah.
it's so
It's
the
like,
drama's
Giselle,
like
you're so messy.
like she's so
you're
messy,
so
and you know she
messy.
did that on purpose. Like, she was. And then Wendy dropped it too. She was like, "Didn't you get evicted?" Like, it was just.
She's like,
you
my
know.
realtor said you wanted to pay $1,000 for a house that costs $14,000. I was like, girl, like, that doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen. Like,
and like you don't tell your
seriously.
broker that you just met that question too. Like if anything.
Yeah,
my
exactly.
God.
No,
I
also
know.
Wendy.
I thought that was so stupid. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I didn't think that she was evicted for 2 seconds. I think like the whole like date confusion, but I guess they were in a short-term rental. I don't know if they were trying to sell the house, whatever. I just thought it was so shady how they were trying to say that she was evicted.
It was so
And
shady. I
just
agree.
like, yeah.
So it was so shady, but I think Giselle said this maybe in her confessional, or maybe Ashley said it. I don't know. But like, I think maybe it was Ashley. Ashley was like, no, they definitely got a rental for the show so that
Yeah.
she could film. And then she clearly Ashley's not a good, or Angel's not a good planner. Let's be honest here. We could probably say that.
Yeah,
And
that's
so,
evident.
yeah, clearly evident. And so she booked this Airbnb for a certain amount of time, didn't realize how long filming was, and now needs to leave, couldn't find another house, and like thought that she could just extend it. It didn't work out. But like it is kind of like at no point did Angel say that. She's just like, oh, like, whatever. It was just a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to go back to Colorado. It's like, honey, just like own that you are here for like the show. Like, just say it at some point because Ashley's saying it in her confessionals.
Yeah.
Or Giselle, I forget who it was.
No, I think you're so right, Lex. And I think that this last minute trip to Colorado was just that last minute. And I think it was a scramble to keep her relevant. They already took a trip for the season. Also, by the way, this most recent episode that you guys need to watch is the season finale.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it really?
It is. So it's also like a wrap up, like it's a tail end of the season trip, which I feel like is normally not how they end seasons. And I bet you she like wanted to stay relevant, but had to go back to Colorado. So she was like, I'll host the girls for like a trip, film it, yada yada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought also, you know how they always put the excerpts at the end of the season finale of what the ladies are up to now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Wendy and Eddie have been arrested for insurance fraud and face up to 15 years in prison.
Oh my God.
Like that was on her thing. I was like,
Damn.
excited for reunion though.
Yeah, exactly. Was there like
So
a promo
excited.
for reunion?
Not yet. I don't know if they filmed it. Actually, they probably have. If we're seeing finale
Yeah,
now.
if the season finale's out there, they've probably filmed it.
Yeah, they probably have. Maybe
My
we'll
gosh.
probably get it in the next like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We must. No, I cannot wait for that because
Yeah.
like it's funny because I don't really dislike like there's been seasons where I've disliked Wendy more because she's like more annoying, but this season I have not. Like I've actually kind of liked watching her. But this like thing, this like dark cloud is in the background the whole time, and like she obviously has not addressed
Yeah.
it because she's still lying about the fact that she's committed insurance fraud.
Like,
Allegedly.
and watching her this season, allegedly, and watching her this season and knowing this information is like, girl, because she also like shows off her
know.
whole home reno and like all
I
this shit, and all
know.
this money they're spending. Like, not a good look
Not at all.
Not at all.
at all.
I'm so excited for that.
Potomac still and stays for me being one of the best franchises. It's so underrated.
Yeah, it is so underrated. It's so true.
It's so good.
It really is. Like it doesn't get its flowers. It's top notch. And you know what? Hot take. Like I said this last week. Bring Candace back. Just a little drama with her.
But she won't
I
be
liked
back if
Candace
Monique's on
TV.
it.
She
No.
will definitely not. But
No.
I agree.
No,
I
I
agree, Lex. I liked seeing Candace on my TV.
Yeah,
good TV.
and yeah, no, she's good TV. And Tay,
Yeah.
I think Candace would come back even with Monique there. I feel like Monique is in her crunchy, I'm like peace era, and I think Candace being on Traitors, Candace likes the camera. She loves the camera, and I think
Totally.
she would come back and she'd be like, I hate much, but she like there's a storyline there already. Like I don't know, I could see
Yeah.
it.
But I don't know. Would Bravo be like, is this a liability to have somebody on the
Yeah.
show that beat somebody else up on the show and both them in the same cast? I mean, listen, if anyone's going to do it, it's probably Potomac or Atlanta. That I feel like
I was
could,
gonna
like,
say
get in the
Portia
groups
dragged
about it.
Kenya. She
Really?
literally
Sorry.
dragged her on the reunion stage, like by the weave. And
I think I remember this.
yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I watch Atlanta, so like, yeah, there have been like multiple, altercations.
I wouldn't be mad at it for sure.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
It would be entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh my
I'd be a fan.
so good.
You know what we do You guys definitely don't watch, and it's so disappointing. And you know what? I'm going to come out next week with a recap of my own because I have so many thoughts, and it really is such a good show. Tell Me Lies.
Wait,
I
more.
don't
I
watch
do
it.
watch.
You do?
Yes.
You're like a secret watcher. Like you
I know,
watch
you
all this
watch these
stuff and
shows
like you don't
secretly.
share. Like the fact that you saw all 4 seasons of Traitors is like, I'm still not over that. That you never
So
shared that with
low-key.
the class. I had no idea you watched Tell Me Lies, Paige.
Yes, I do. That show is crazy.
It's crazy. Like we won't get into
Yeah,
it
no,
this
I-
week
I
because it
don't
truly is a
watch it.
recap. Tay, you would love it. Like I know you
Yeah, you
have a
would love it,
husband,
Tay.
so like you probably have weird. I don't know your timing to watch a show like that. But
It's
like,
so hard. No,
I
he's
know.
traveling next week, so I'll be able to catch up a lot.
are you gonna finish Hated Rivalry?
Yes,
she hasn't even,
finally.
She hasn't even watched 5 and 6, Paige. That's like the whole show.
I'm up to 3.
Wait, Tay.
I watched it the last time he was traveling.
Taylor.
It's been like a month.
I
You
actually
forgot.
No, I didn't. I was literally texting
Like, you don't
Haley
even
about
know.
it today because she was like, I'm obsessed with the show because her husband is traveling, so she's watching it.
Taylor, you have to finish it. 5 and 6 are a biblical experience.
I know. She said
It's
she
the
was
best part of the
sobbing.
whole show.
It is. The 5 and 6 are a different show than 1
Mhm.
through 4.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I promise next week I will be ready.
I'm gonna hold you to that. You guys
and
hold her
Paige,
to
you
it
better
too.
be ready with Salt Lake and Beverly Hills.
Okay, yes. No, I'm gonna finish.
We haven't talked
Salt
really
Lake.
about Beverly Hills at all, so we should definitely have that.
Beverly Hills has
for
been
next
kind
week.
of boring to me.
But yeah, it's kind of boring. Like I don't
like the whole
disagree.
Sedona. I was like, all right, the Sutton of it all. I'm like, guys, Sutton is who she is. Like, build the bridge. Like, I think the drama with her is like kind of annoying. I'm like,
Build
I
the
can't
bridge.
get into Beverly Hills. I'm still watching it. I love Rachel Zoe. I love her on my screen.
she's probably
so
my favorite.
perfect. She's
Yeah.
my favorite too. Like, she's so
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But the drama, I'm like, I don't know. It's been like lackluster for me. I've like felt discouraged watching it. I'm like, this is kind of boring.
That's
I know, it's kind of like
unfortunate.
Sutton. Sutton's the drama,
Yeah,
and
it's
her
just
and
like-
Amanda, and
yeah,
like
Amanda. Oh my god.
she's just she's just trying to make a name.
Yeah, she's
Honestly,
just
song
like
and
trying
dance.
too hard, and it's like, oh
Yeah.
No. I watched like the first 2 episodes or whatever, and like Amanda
Yeah.
on my screen, she's so annoying. I'm like, she's like the biggest one-upper of all
Yeah.
time, and it's like we talked about this already, but like when you're one-upping with like Kathy Hilton, heck, Kyle, like all these people have Sutton have way more money.
Yeah.
than me.
we literally said every single one of those women. No offense,
Jennifer
maybe
Tilly,
not Erica.
she has Simpson money.
Yeah,
like
Jennifer-
sit down.
like stupid. Rachel Zoe. I mean, her brand is in like freaking
Huge.
everything. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know.
Oh yeah.
So
But
yeah,
I
I mean,
will watch.
we can get into Beverly Hills, you know, maybe at some point next week. But it is not. It's not on my high list of recaps. Like,
Yeah. Well, Salt Lake will have like all 3 reunions to recap, so that'll be
True.
interesting. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's true.
True.
The third one will be out if we can wrap up the season there. But
Yeah.
speaking of wrapping up,
Mm-hmm.
I think that
You
was a solid
guys.
episode, ladies. Thanks for listening. guys.
Solid. Amazing.
So
Good
excited.
length episode. Well, thank you guys for tuning in and listening and just yapping with us. This was so fun. Again, lots of good topics, lots of good recaps. But please be sure to like and follow us on Rich in Theory Pod on TikTok, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are on YouTube if you prefer video and long form content. This will be up on YouTube. And we will chat with you guys next week.
Yes, indeed.
Thanks so
Can't
much.
wait.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.